All right. Well, it's time for my third question
All
for you,
right, all
Kyle.
right, all
Third and
right.
final question of the segment. Here we go.
Wait, hold up. I'm already through my first can.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Just shove it in my face. I don't have any dew.
If I'm drinking alone, I'm drinking a lot.
Mm,
That's maybe not a
That's
good thing.
that's a good motto, right?
Welcome back to Two Dudes. I'm Kyle,
And I'm Noah.
and together we are the Two Dudes.
Last week we talked about next-gen consoles and experiments that don't exist.
Completely normal research topics.
And this week we are talking about something very serious.
Right? We're talking about indie games and steak.
Man, we just can't pick a lane here. Jeez.
If we did, then we wouldn't be the Two Dudes, and you know that.
All right. Well, whether music, movies, games, food, you can always count on us being so chaotic. The only thing consistent is the Mountain Dew.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself. Even still, we do talk about video games a lot, but how often would you say that we actually play indie games?
Probably not as often as one would think, or maybe more often. I don't know.
What indie games come to mind? Have you played?
Why don't you give us a definition? What qualifies as an indie game?
Indie game is typically made by like a small team of developers, like a smaller organization too, smaller LLC, not as well known. They don't have like their A list of games that you've all heard of, your Call of Duties, and depending on like what genre you're in, like Monster Hunter is a big one, Baldur's Gate is another big one, but those aren't indie games, you know?
Okay. Was something like maybe like Shovel Knight? Was that originally like probably an indie game when it came out?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say Shovel Knight fits that bill pretty darn well. I don't feel like I play many indie games. I feel like I mostly play larger games. But when I do get my hands on a good one, what's the one I've been playing recently? It's How Many Dudes? It's like, I showed you this, right? Did you play it or no?
I have not. I haven't downloaded, but I have not played it. No.
It's totally based on the premise of like, how many dudes would it take to beat a gorilla, you know? And it's like, could 100 guys kill a gorilla, or would the gorilla kill the 100 guys? It's the whole premise of the game, and you just keep chucking a large amount of dudes at a variety of different enemies. It's a good time. It's a simple indie game, but I don't play many of those, but I always enjoy it.
So indie games basically made by a very small team, very small company. I think they normally have the staple for bad graphics, like very pixelated, probably side scrollers rather than like a platformer RPG type of game most of the time.
World or anything like that. Yeah.
Right. So, kind of bare bones if you want to, give it a label.
An interesting one, real quick, is Minecraft. Was an indie game by a single developer, grew out of proportion. It's owned by Microsoft now. Mojang sold it to Microsoft, so it's not an indie game anymore, but it certainly started that way. Well, we have our absurd analysis. We're going over indie games. We're going to ask some weird questions. Question one. All right, starting off simple. We'll ramp things up from here, but as a base, what would the name of our indie game-making company be? Noah?
I think a good name would be Microsoft.
No. Next.
No?
Nope. Next.
Microsoft 2.
Next.
Two Dudes Interactive.
I like it too much. Next.
Okay. It would be Dude Engine. DEWD.
We're doing Dude Engine. Defend that.
Why
Dude Engine?
Why Dude Engine? Why not Dude Engine? Dude, everyone's heard of Unreal Engine. Everyone who's game developer in video games, I'm sure most of our favorite giant big platformer games have been made on Unreal engines. Mm-hmm. So Dude Engine for us. That's the Two Dudes.
Yes, I like Dude Engine. Does that mean that we would make our own game-making engine? Unreal Engine is a game engine. Would we make our own game engine to design our games in? Or because that's a big task.
Because that's a large task. I think there'd be a combo there. Maybe we could like a Unreal Dudes engine. Dudes Unreal. Dudes Unreal. I don't know. Yeah, building a game engine would be hard. It'd be horrible. Well,
oh yeah,
jeez.
The guy who made Minecraft was throwing shade. I read an article by him, and he was saying you're a real game maker when you make a game engine for your game, and it's like a game engine tailored for your game, because that's what he did for Minecraft. And so since a lot of people are using like these pre-built Unity, Unreal Engine, they don't. He's like, y'all aren't real game makers. He's throwing shade.
All right, jeez, man. Mojang, what are you doing? What are you
Mojang.
doing?
That's
Minecraft's
your
huge.
yeah. Hit me with your Q1.
All right. So a lot of times these indie game companies, super small, wanting to build up their team, they always do an official team head count. Does one of the developers' cats count towards that official head count?
No.
Nope.
You're gonna make me. Fine. Yes, it counts.
Yes, of course they count. Kyle, we love pets. Run with
Yes,
it.
we do love pets, and now I have to defend it. Yeah, no, the cat counts because all the time I hear about how cats are just walking across keyboards. And if an indie developer has a cat and that cat stumbles across that keyboard and just happens to write something mind-blowing, game-changing, well, then they have been a valuable member of that team, should be in the credits of that game, deserve interviews, deserves the spotlight a little bit. It's a member of the team.
Yeah, I mean, and the cats are probably like, crawling up on their laps and being emotional support animals.
Yeah,
That's a
sure.
hard job.
I don't think
24/7. That
cats
job never
offer
stops.
much emotional support at all, but sure.
I don't know. I don't have a cat. I can tell you.
A cat.
I feel emotionally unsupported though, so no, I'm kidding.
Yeah. My parents brought home cats when I was younger. I did not want cats. We had a dog and I love dogs. I just didn't like cats. And they brought home 2 cats and they're like, "Guess what we got?" And they held up the cats and I was like, "Why?" They thought they were bringing home like this gift and my genuine response was, "Why?"
Jeez.
I was an ungrateful child. Brat, I tell you. Question number 2.
Hit me.
Indie games are born, as we have previously discussed, of small teams. Oftentimes in not ideal conditions. They work long hours. They have harsh deadlines. It's sometimes hard to take care of yourself in that environment. So I'm curious, what is the average indie developer's go-to quick meal? Quick little snack.
Jeez. Let's go with the staple here. Instant ramen.
Nope, not going to let you have it.
Nope. Monster Energy and Fruit Loops.
I love the Fruit Loops edition. Run it.
When you're a game developer, so when you're in it, when you're in the thick of it, you're in the zone, you don't want to quit. You can't quit. And cereal has many different consumption levels. If they have the time to take a 5-minute break, they can skip the milk part of cereal. They can pour the energy drink straight in there in the cereal. And then there you go. Caffeine and Fruit Loops.
Oh,
going right there. Or they do make those shaker bottles where you put cereal, I think you put cereal in the bottom and then the liquid in the top, or maybe vice versa. And then they can drink the Monster and it comes out, and brushes over the Fruit Loops and they get the sugar from the Fruit Loops and the caffeine from the Monster.
You just fast track the whole system.
They don't have any time. There's no time to quit. They got regular jobs. They're trying to bust it out and make it big.
You gotta bust. So that's a necessity.
You just gotta. My second question for you, Kyle, is now these indie games, small companies, not a lot of people, not a lot of time to do all the fancy stuff. A lot of them choose pixel art. Is that a creative decision or is that an admission of guilt that they can't do it?
Let me have creative decision.
All right. Okay, fine. Yes. Creative decision.
I totally thought you were going to screw me over again. I think it's creative decision. I think case in point, you look at something like Stardew Valley, which is a gem. And honestly, I don't think it would be the same game if it wasn't pixel art. I've seen a number of games, like I think back to Wizard of Legend, the first one. Second one is not pixel art, but the first one was pixel art. Looked great. Loved it. And it really kind of accentuates the dashes and the quick movements and the sharp movements, and it makes the game feel more agile. I think in most cases, is probably a creative decision.
I think they're probably able to gauge what kind of game they want to make, you know what I mean? Because a big open world game doesn't necessarily need to be pixel art.
I've seen some really interesting concepts. Nothing big done this way, but an interesting idea is I've seen people running D images in a 3D world. So you get like your 2D pixel character, but it's running in an open 3D world. It's a funny concept, and I think there's some merit to it. I'm currently trying to do something with that, not necessarily pixel art, but mixing 2D and 3D. I think it's a fun category to get into. So,
what's your third question?
Okay. Are you ready for this one? I'm going to put you through the ringer on this third question.
I hope you do.
If we made an indie game where the story was beat for beat your life, that was the story mode, just beat for beat, it's your life, who would be the antagonist?
Satan.
Not going to let you have it.
Oh, man. You. Come on, I have to be the hero, so you have to be the villain. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Who would be the villain? Jeez.
And I might just keep you cycling because all you got to do is just name names. I want to hear you name names, Noah.
Villain would be our neighbor's black cat.
Nope. I want name.
The villain would be Justice. He'd be the
Nope, not going to give you Justice. It'd be too easy to defend.
The villain? It'd be Simon. No.
Gotta go with Simon.
No. Dang. Oh, jeez. Okay, fine. All right. So Simon, he's a man's man. He's a manly man. Oh.
Yeah, we gotta describe
ladies
Simon
and gentlemen.
accurately.
He is jacked. He is man. He is just jacked. He's super handy. One of those handymen that's just like handymans.
Yeah.
Just could fix anything, build anything. In a survivalist situation, Noah would not be surviving. Simon
this
would
is
be
where
surviving.
Simon comes in as the antagonist.
Yes. There'd be some kind of, we would cross paths at a church youth camp or something. There'd be some kind of outdoor activity, some kind of survival or capture the flag activity. I would not make it. He would antagonize me as the antagonist.
Dang.
Sorry, Simon. Great guy, but man, he would,
I would say I feel bad making you turn on Simon like that, but I'm glad I kept pushing.
My third question for you, Kyle, is does coming soon on the Steam page expire or does it just haunt you forever?
Does it expire or haunt you forever? Just coming soon. It haunts me forever. I think Nope. Okay, so what was the other option?
I want you to answer. When does it expire? When does having your game... Yeah, when does the coming soon? When does that expire? When are you okay, they're never putting this game out.
They're never coming out.
Oh,
man, I'm so tempted to check to see if the game I'm waiting on has... It's the How Many Dudes. It's a demo right now. I want to see How Many Dudes. Update queued. There's an update. I started running it, but it's still listed as the demo. Yeah, planned release date to be announced. So it's got to expire soon. I'm telling you what, I'm tired of waiting. All right.
I need more out of you. How long is too long? Let's say they go 3 years. Is 3 years too long?
Oh, are we going to rapid fire through times here?
Yeah, I want you to rapid fire through some times. Okay,
it's too long if it takes 3 years with your 3-year mark there. You gonna let me have 3 years?
I don't know. Some games take a long time to make. And if they're doing it on the side with a full-time job, it's longer.
You want longer? Okay, we'll jump to 5 years. You get 5 years until it expires.
I like 5, but what else you got?
Okay, increments of, let's see, we went from 3 to 5. I don't want to keep increments of 2. We'll go to 10. We'll do a 5-year jump. 10 years before it expires.
I like that. Solid, even number.
Okay.
Roll with it.
Okay, I will roll with it. I started game making probably around when I was 16. Those first few games were really simple side-scrollers, like we've talked about, a lot of indie games, side-scrollers, simple stuff. Probably around when I was 18-ish, which I'm 28 now, I started getting into bigger games that were harder to pull off, and they remain unfinished in many cases. The first of those is starting to expire. I still have a lot of ideas that I'm working on.
Oh my gosh. Is this like that little maze game with the gorilla and you can't win? You can only lose? You had it in one state where you couldn't win. You could only lose. You'd always get caught. You always died. You couldn't win. Kyle made the unwinnable game. And it was fun, and I don't know why, but I want more.
But
he needs to put it on Steam.
Oh, man. I don't... That's one of the ones that I honestly forgot about. I know the one you're talking about. No, I do want that one. That was the speed versus knowledge, that was the whole premise of the game, was speed versus knowledge. What is more powerful? If you can run faster, but you have no idea where you're running, or if you move a lot slower and you know exactly where you're going. That was the premise, the simulation of that game. And yeah, I liked it. I should go back and work on that.
I must not have speed or knowledge because I would always lose. But it behind the scenes, you can't win. It's impossible to win. So you just, but it's so addicting. Oh
you
my
play
gosh.
the character of the speed character. the AI, the enemy AI has all the knowledge.
And then there's just like this big old blob gorilla. It's like, you're dead. You lose. Jeez. Great game. Kyle, put it on the Patreon.
Dude, I'd have to. I haven't opened that game in years. I will have to take a look at that. If you guys want, I'll throw a video or something up on the Patreon. We can mess with that. Speaking of just taking things from our past, from different places, from different realms, we're gonna jump right into Wrong Universe. Wrong Universe is where we combine things that they're not normally talked about in the same conversation. Things from here, things from there. This week I've created a tier list composed entirely of steaks. That's right, food, steaks, filet mignon, New York
steaks,
strip.
not like steaks, like in the ground.
No.
Steaks.
I'm talking about a filet mignon, a little wagyu, a little New York strip. But these steaks aren't made of your usual beef. They're made of video game monsters and villains.
I'm smelling a Minecraft zombie steak coming up.
You're on the right track. There is no Minecraft zombie, but I do have a couple of interesting ones, and definitely one from Minecraft. Noah, why don't you go ahead and share with them your criteria? Like, what are you ranking? This is a normal tier list. We'll show you S through D, but tell them what it takes to be in each category.
Sure. So we're doing an S through D. I'm a big acronym guy. I don't know why. I'm just recently finding this out, but we were rolling with it. The S tier, I'm labeling this super delicious. Like, I would eat that. I would eat that for real. I'd eat that every day. I'd eat that for every meal of every day. S is super delicious. A is always tasty, pretty good. B's better bring ketchup in the middle of the road. Like, you'll eat it, but you better bring ketchup. Mm-hmm. C is chew at your own risk. So you're getting a little. And D is do not eat. Do not eat.
Do not eat. I love that. Okay. Well, here it is. Here's our S through D. And here is our steaks.
Oh, baby.
So let's start out with a solid one. All right. A fairly predictable one that I think is really interesting. Not only am I giving you the steaks, I'm giving you who prepared the steak and a nice little description. So first we have the Bowser steak, made of Bowser. And this is prepared by Gordon Ramsay. And this is the description that comes along with it. Lava seared shell crust, aggressively seasoned.
Sweet Bowser steak. Whoa. Oh my gosh. The spikes on the back of this thing. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Dude, that looks so good though.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going S. That looks super delicious.
Really? Oh man.
Great. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'm just really hungry right now. Also possible.
Dude, I don't know what biting through the spikes would be like, but I agree. It looks, and the lava seared crust sounds like the most exotic thing.
It does. It sounds like he went to Hawaii and got a fish that was cooked in a volcano.
Prepared by Gordon Ramsay could do no wrong.
Oh, come on now.
All right. Let's go ahead and hit. I'm feeling okay. I'm not super familiar with this enemy. Maybe you can, with this monster, maybe you can enlighten me, Noah. But the Pyramid Head, is that a monster or a mob you're familiar with in a game?
Not.
Pyramid Head is a video game character from Silent Hill. It's got the little pyramid head, for lack of a better way to put it. It's got the pyramid head in there.
Out of him. Oh no. We're
looking at
D. Do not eat.
Do not
eat.
Very quickly moving on to the. Oh wait, but don't you want the description? Prepared by Wednesday Addams. It's emotionally dense gothic chew.
No. D. Do not eat or
Go
C.
ahead.
Chew at your own risk. You put it in C if you want. But, yeah, put it in C. Chew at your own risk. That was a great description.
We'll put it in C. All right. Moving on, we have Creeper steak. It's prepared by Guy Fieri, and that makes it at least somewhat interesting. The description is explodes with Flavortown chili glaze.
The chili glaze looks good on here, but the green, you better bring ketchup. Put it at B. You better bring some ketchup if you're going to be eating this thing. I'll try it because it's Guy Fieri. But man, you better bring some ketchup.
Do you put ketchup on steak?
I would on this steak.
All right, where's it going?
B. Better bring ketchup.
Better B for better bring. Oh, that's right. That's right.
That's the joke.
That's the man. Last week it was you with Maroon 5. This time it wasn't even last week, but a few episodes back. Oh man. All right. Yeah. The Rathalos steak. So go ahead and pull up the Rathalos steak. Rathalos, I believe, is from Monster Hunter, and it is prepared by one of the feline cats. And dude, those feline cats, if you've ever played Monster Hunter, those things know how to cook.
Okay.
Their stuff looks good usually. This is flame roasted wing fat marbled to perfection.
I say that looks pretty dang good.
A Rathalos is like a type of dragon, or maybe people might get mad at me in the comments because I don't think it's technically a dragon. I think it's a what is the name of that lizard that's not a dragon but
Slytherin.
No. Harry Potter. Oh no. I'm talking about when it like doesn't have arms, like it just has the legs. Do you know what I'm talking about?
A snake.
No. Wyvern. Yes. Okay. So people are going to get mad at me because a Rathalos is probably technically a wyvern, but whatever.
It looks pretty tasty. The description was pretty good. We're going to go A, always tasty. Because it looks pretty tasty.
It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. All right, we're getting into some of the more controversial ones. We have the Death Claw steak by Bear Grylls.
Man, you just know that it's Bear Grylls. You never know what he's throwing in there.
That's very true.
Pieces of bark or poison berries.
You ready for the description?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Questionably washed survival delicacy.
Yeah. We're going to go chew at your own risk. We're going to go C.
Hit it with the C.
Yeah.
All right. I had lied to you. From here on out is the questionable ones, the morally questionable ones. We're going to start with the Metroid steak made by Samus.
Oh my gosh. Made by Samus? Okay.
Samus in the video game is preparing this steak. It says it absorbs flavors from neighboring plates. I don't know why they gave it like the teeth. That's concerning to me.
I mean, they left it in there, but I mean, you know, they leave the claws on a crab when you eat crab. I don't know.
That's true.
And Samus, I don't know. We can go do not eat on that one. That's an alien. Who knows what that freaking is? Ugh.
All right. Continuing with some questionable ones. The Yoshi steak by Wario.
Oh no, not the Yoshi steak. Oh
yeah,
man.
I think what you're afraid of is it might actually look good.
It's Yoshi though.
The Yoshi steak prepared by Wario has this description: butter fried, greed enhanced tenderness.
Always
you got to put
tasty?
It somewhere.
It's A. It's always tasty.
It's A.
Really good. It looked really good.
I'm sorry. I hate to do this to you. Here, I'll give you an easy one. The slime steak by Kirby. All right. Kirby will eat just about anything, and it becomes pretty obvious with the slime steak.
You know, I mean, honestly,
it says absorbed then redistributed flavorfully. So it's
before
processed.
The description, I would have put it higher.
You don't want to get baby birded by Kirby?
But, I mean, who wouldn't? Am I right? You know? Because everything he spits out in the games are stars. So maybe this is an all-star. No. You know,
dude,
but it's
can
got
you imagine? Like, he literally sucks it in, and then you open your mouth, and he just, and it's the star, and it just smacks you in the face. But, yeah, you just get that Kirby star right to the face, right down the gullet.
That sounds like an experience, but, you know, it looks like Jell-O, so it could be all right, you know. I'm going to put it in B. You better bring some ketchup, though. Line your mouth with some ketchup first, and then make it slide down your gullet easier.
Gotta lube it up just a tad. All right, we got two more. We'll start with the less concerning one. King DDD steak, again by Kirby. So we'll see if Kirby can redeem himself, or herself, or itself.
This looks good too. It looks good, but King DDD, I mean, he's like, what, a duck? So.
Okay, but listen to this. This description, I feel like, brings it home. Hammer flattened royal pancake steak. It's like when you tenderize it with a hammer, but just imagine that with like King DDD's hammer.
Dude, we're going to go an S. That was great. That was a great description. Wow.
That's a really good description.
That was great. Tenderized. It's super tender. Yeah.
I have to say, I did not come up with this last one. I get a little help when generating these, and I work with ChatGPT. It made an interesting decision. It decided to make a Master Chief steak. And it was cooked and prepared by Master Chief.
How does that even work?
So,
how do you cook yourself? Let him cook himself.
Let him cook. Oh, man. That's rough. It's described as the following: military grade, overbuilt protein brick.
You know, and what are there pieces of armor in there? Or
I don't know.
You know, that's cheese. All right, we're going C. We're going C tier.
I am so surprised.
You're going to chew at your own risk with that.
Dang.
It looks interesting, but knowing how you cook a steak out of yourself,
like 2 of the 3 green ones end up in B. And then the other ones,
I have this thing for green. Mountain Dew. I see Mountain Dew. I see green.
Dude, that's true.
Oh, good.
That's so true.
Connections.
All right, we're gonna try and get better. I did have this thought recently. We need to be more active in like our Discord. So as of hopefully now, I'll start updating the Discord with a lot of these images and stuff, so you can go and check out our picks and our ratings on a lot of these things. And you can, kind of drop your thoughts, comments, have your own little discussion there. Maybe that'll drive some community, which we would love to see from you guys. Some likes, some comments, some subscribes, subscribes, and a community would be cool.
Yeah, it'd be great.
I think that would be good. Oh my gosh. You totally froze there, for me, at least. You were like, are you... No, you're messing with me this time. You're totally messing with me. You're just staying there.
It's like Drax when he's like,
oh, yeah. I have mastered the art of standing so incredibly still that I become naked to the...
invisible. And I become naked.
I become naked to the invisible eye.
I become invisible to the naked eye.
I become naked to the invisible eye is a wild quote.
Gosh.
Have you ever become naked to the invisible eye?
Dyslexic much?
Dude, I was thinking about this the other day, that if someone put key lime pie in any text message, I'm certain I would, if I just like looked at it at a glance, I'd be like, they're talking about me.
What?
Because it's key lime, because it starts with Keyl. Those are all the letters of my name, all bunched together right there. And I know that it's key lime pie, but I would just see that first part, and I'd be like, they're talking about me. I don't think I'm dyslexic, but now I'm starting to question it, because that's like the definition of dyslexic.
Yeah.
So if you ever want to mess with me, just put key lime pie in the comments, and I'd just be like, moi?
Me?
Huh?
Key lime Kyle?
Key lime Kyle? Oh my gosh.
Sounds like Mountain Dew needs to come out with their own flavor called key lime, and you can rep that key lime dew.
Key lime dew.
Baja key lime. Key lime Baja.
Down that sucker. I don't even think I like key lime pie, but I'd drink the key lime dew.
You should.
Yeah. All right. We got another segment, and they don't know how it's played. They don't know how to do it.
All right. Let's roll into our third segment here, IMDb Battle. It's been with us for a couple of weeks now, a couple episodes, and we like it a lot. It's a game basically where each of us selects 3 entries from a category of movies or TV shows, and we earn points equal to their IMDb score. Sometimes we go for highest point wins, sometimes lowest point wins, sometimes we add them all up. This week we are doing movie sequels and prequels, and we're trying to find the highest rated entry. So highest rated prequel out there.
All right. Do you have your list of prequels and sequels?
I do. I am ready. So flipping that coin.
We should flip that coin. All right, here we go. Are you Go
All right, I
Tails?
ceremoniously have to go Tails. I go Tails every week. I never win. I have to win
It's your
eventually.
own
Tails.
risk. All right.
Oh, yeah, baby.
No! No! I didn't want it to end like that. Oh, man.
Manifest.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
baby. All right, starting out, I'm going to start with a banger here. I'm going with The Dark Knight.
That is more than a good pick. That is probably the best pick. 9.1 is solid
Ooh,
points for the first round. I feel like this is, like I shouldn't be allowed to do this because I've never seen this, but I'm pretty sure The Godfather and all of its sequels were very, very good. So I'm going to go with the second Godfather movie. We can score some big points here as well. The Godfather Part 2. I'm right on your tail. 9.0. I will take that. I will take that.
All right, for my next pick, I am going the prequel route. I am going Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Ooh, Rogue One, another good pick. I'm curious, sometimes those bigger fantasy titles don't normally get the credit they deserve, but Rogue One was incredible. And you're going to score, 7.8. That just seems...
I mean, it's good. I thought it would have been in the 8s for sure, but...
Yeah, that really shocks me. It always breaks my heart. So now, am I allowed to do The Godfather Part 2? Or Part 3?
Got Part 3? No.
We got to leave the franchise. So you've taken the Star Wars franchise. I've taken the Godfather franchise. You've taken the Batman franchise. I feel like Toy Story, and this also breaks my heart. Toy Story 3 gets like wildly good reviews from most people. I hated Toy Story 3. I despised it, but oftentimes if I hate something, IMDb loves it. Toy Story 3, 8.3. All right. Puts me in the lead there. I'll take it.
Okay. All right. For my final pick, I've got two I really like. I'm going to go Captain America 2, Captain America Winter Soldier.
Ooh. Taking the Marvel franchise. 7.7. Leaving the door open for me a little bit here. Yeah, definitely have to get a good pick. This isn't a walk in the park for sure. Let's see what we got here. All right, Noah, I want you to try and do mental math. We'll see how close you get. And just do it as quickly as you possibly can, and we'll see how close you get to the real number. Your score is 9.1 plus 7.8 plus 7.7. And then you need to subtract my 9.0 and subtract 8.3 to see how many points I need to tie. Do you want to take a guess at what that is?
You need a 6.8.
7.3. 7.3.
Close.
So not a walk in the park, but I definitely got a touch down here. Like I'm tempted to go Inside Out 2 because it was really good, and I feel like it was like mostly widely accepted as pretty good. I feel like none of the Matrix sequels will do well on IMDb. I think a lot of people like them. Nothing comes close to the original Matrix. Mad Max Fury Road might have a chance, but I'm going to go with Top Gun Maverick. I mean, that nearly brought people back to theaters, and I feel like that's
good pull. You need what, 7.3? That's a good pull.
Can't go wrong. 8.2. Got it.
Nice.
We got it, ladies and gentlemen. We got it. All right. This is another thing where we might post it in the Discord. You guys try and see if you can beat our scores. We'd love to see it. Drop it in the comments what you got with your 3 takes. We'll see who the ultimate IMDb champion is between you and me.
Yeah, dude, I love this segment. I love being able to because you always think, oh, this is a great movie. You know, people have such crazy opinions, on movies. And a lot of the times it's not as what you think, and that might be good or bad, depending on how you feel about the movie. But
yeah. I came up with this segment from watching someone just scouring IMDb for the highest rated anime or for the lowest rated anime. Yes. They were just kind of, it was a live stream, and they were just taking suggestions from the audience, and they're like, oh yeah, sure, I'll look that up. And looking at all the ratings, I was like, I'm actually like interested. I'm zoned in. I love it. I always love chatting with you. I always love hanging out with you. Hopefully, later this summer, you guys will get to see Noah and I in person together.
Sure.
We'll do a lot more stuff. It's going to be a lot more fun. A little promo sneak peek at that. Not even a sneak peek or a promo, but a little advertisement, little appetizer. Any closing remarks?
We're still trying to get sponsored by Mountain Dew.
Dude,
Still trying to
and
make
that is
happen.
something we cannot do without you, dudes.
DEW cannot do, but so if you want to try to make that happen.
And if you're tired of hearing that joke, we're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep making it.
You gotta comment. You gotta like. You gotta subscribe.
Join the Discord. Check out the Patreon. And never forget.
We're two dudes. We'll see you dudes later.